Hello, you guys, and welcome back to another vlog. So, today I'm going to talk about some of my recent 5-star reads in both the genres because I just read a 5-star read and I really need to talk about it. So, starting with romance, obviously, because this is the last book I read in romance, and you guys, just this is the book I'm talking about. It's All Roads Lead Here by Mariana Zapata. Now, see, let's clarify one thing first. I'm a newbie to slow burn, okay? I did not know I enjoyed slow burn so much, but I should have known because one of my favorites is the Spanish Love Deception. So, yeah, I'm the dumb one here. So, I have read another book by Mariana Zapata, which is The Wall of Winnipeg and Me, and I really enjoyed it, and that's when I realized that what slow burn is, definitely. So, I read my another book that I'm going to talk about after this. So I just thought I'll try All Roads Lead Here because it described the tropes I love. It literally, I'm not even joking, it literally had me walking in circles. I had so much energy after reading this. While reading this, in fact, I had to put down the book and I was like, it was so good. This woman writes another breed of slow burn romances. Just a whole different breed, I swear. And the best breed, by the way. Like, amazing book. It's a small town setting. It's strangers to lovers, basically. For me, it's strangers to lovers. It's set in a small town. The girl moves back to her hometown where she lived with her mother bachpan mein after a bad breakup thing. So yes, that's what the setting is, and I fell in love with this book. It was so good. It was like 400 pages, 420 something pages, and I enjoyed every minute of it. It was so good. You see, slow burn mein you need time to get into the book. So beginning mein is a little bit rough. Like, I take some time to get into the book, but once I do, I could not stop reading it. This was one book that when I was not reading it, I was constantly thinking about it. It was that good. Yes, for me at least. A complete 5-star read. I just finished it and I still can't stop thinking about it. मतलब जब मैं बीच में छोड़ रही थी तब तो obviously I was like अब क्या होगा अब क्या होगा अब क्या होगा. It was so good. It was so good. So yes, all roads lead here. I recently read another one of her books, and that made me realize that I really love this author. So I will be reading more of her books. Hopefully, I find them in a bookstore because I have none of her books. So yeah, the second 5-star read, which I read only recently, like is the last to last week, is The Hardest Fall by Mais. I remember the last time I talked about this, it was in my currently reading wala portion, but now it's in my read section and it is a 5-star for me. uh, this book I fell in love because of the guy's point of view, honestly, because I love a dual point of view. First of all, if I can see a guy pining for a girl, wow. Just wow. And this one did it, just it did it differently. Yeah, it did it differently. The love I could feel while reading, I have not felt that way before. This is how I realized कि I am a fan of friends to lovers slow burn romances. Yeah, I did not know before. I thought I liked enemies to lovers, but I love friends to lovers. The pining, the longing, the thing that they do not want to destroy their friendship, but there are so much feelings. Oh my god, I died a little bit while reading this book. I had to. I was full on like this. I was giggling and squealing and like shutting the book close and like just breathing for 10 minutes. It was that good for me. I mean, I could feel the love in the guy's point of view. I could feel it like pouring out of him. So good, so good. Ugh. The Hardest Fall by Ella Mays. Highly recommend. The third book in romance, which had me all, giggly and squealy and screaming and everything, was The Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood, which is a most recent book. And I'm so glad I found this in a bookstore. I almost cried. See, I have read all her books. Love on the Brain was 3.54 star for me. Love Hypothesis was amazing. And Love Theoretically is my 5-star. It was so good. Jack. That's all I want to say. Jack. my god, Jack. It was so good. Oh my god. I was squealing. The long confessions in this book, the way he can read her like a book, is everything. He carries food for her because she gets low sugar. He carries food for her. Just does. Because he knows she forgets to eat. Imagine that. Yeah. Just STEM romance, obviously, but like 5 star. Complete 5 star. I was so heartbroken when it ended. It was so good. And the long confessions. That alone could make me reread this book. And you should read this book for those alone. I swear to God, the confessions in this book are everything. My highlighter was like constantly. So yes, worth it, guys, worth it. Now coming to and now coming to the other genre. Let's start with the latest one, the latest 5 star read, which was The Kind Worth Killing by Peter Swanson. I am so angry that I did not find this book before. But I read another one by Peter Swanson and I was like, he's a good author. The stories are really good and very captivating. So I was like, I'll download this. I just downloaded this on a whim. Yes, guys, I'm that cool. Then I was in a reading slump. I could not decide what to read. So I told my sister to pick because I can never pick. I need someone to pick a book for me. Otherwise, I have to start just randomly if my sister doesn't pick a book. So yes, she picked this one and I'm so glad she did. It was amazing. The twists. I mean, I was constantly confused. I was like, what is going on? What is happening? कुछ होने वाला होता है and कुछ हो जाता है. And the story goes from there to there to there to there. It was like all over the place in the best way possible. It was so good. The twist was so amazing and the story was so good. I was like, it gripped me. Amazing read, 5 star read. Highly recommend, guys. Highly recommend. The summary kind of thing is like a man meets a woman in a bar and he tells her that his wife is cheating on him and he wants to kill her. And the girl is all seriously like, then kill her. And I'll leave that with you. Your decision if you want to read it or not. But I would recommend reading it. Because like, yeah, this is one book that my Goodreads pe gayi and everybody was like, wow. So the world agrees, guys. You should give it a try. It's amazing. Amazing book. The next recent 5 star read would be Never Lie by Freida McFadden. I'm sorry I don't have a physical book for it. But yes, it was amazing. I read almost all of her books in like succession, so I really enjoyed this one. I saved this for last and I was so glad I saved this for last because so much was happening in this book and there was such a good twist. Matlab, the twists were amazing. I did not see it coming. Sorry, I feel like I repeat that a lot, but that's facts, guys. That's just facts. So I really enjoyed this. It was like a couple is going on for a showing. Their real estate agent never shows up. There's a snowstorm, so they're stuck there. It's in the middle of nowhere. They don't have a signal. And then they feel like there's somebody in the house. Not they, the main character, the female main character feels like there's somebody else in the house. The male character obviously doesn't believe her. And then story goes on. Amazing read. Highly recommend. I recommend if you want. The next 5 star read, which is not a recent read by the way, this is just engraved here, so I'm going to talk about it. This is The Good Lie by A.R. Torre. This I read exactly a year ago, somewhere around this month, and I enjoyed it so much. It was so good. It was so good. It's about this criminal psychologist who helps people who have criminal urges, and there's also a serial killer loose, so they're looking for a serial killer, and she's also going through her patients who are telling her काफी dark things. But the twist, again, did not see it coming. Amazing twist. My jaw was on the floor. It was so good. Highly recommend. I recommend this to everyone. This is the book I never see on Bookstagram, but I love. Yes, The Good Lie by A.R. Torre. You should try it. Totally your wish. So those are my recent 5-star reads in both the genres. Please don't judge me if you don't like them, because I really, 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 I will go crazy for a book and then I will go see the reviews and be like, huh? What did he say? They're like, the characters were so unlikable and like your mood खराब हो जाता है, but I still love them. So these were my recent 5-star reads. If you, in case you want to read them, that's it. I also read The Coworker by Freida McFadden, which is the latest. And there's a twist, guys. There's a twist in my story this time. I saw everything coming. I don't know what happened. I was like, ये होगा, वही था. I did not see the ending coming, but the rest of the book, I was constantly like, oh, oh. I was not surprised. I was not shocked. It just, I saw everything coming. It was so bad. My experience, I mean. I cannot say anything about the book. Many people might like it, but I saw everything coming, which is a first for me, by the way. I could put it down. Usually, the characters were so unlikable. I found them so irritating, and that can happen in a story. Like in The Kind Worth Killing by Peter Swanson, all characters were a little bit shady, and they were not like you will fall in love with them or you will, but you were so invested in the story, like you wanted to know what happened next. But in The Coworker, I was like, khatam karo. Honestly, I don't know why this happened. This has happened with me for the first time with Freida McFadden. I saw everything coming. I know. So yeah, those are my recent 5-star reads. And let me review Book Lovers, guys, because I read the Book Lovers by Emily Henry and I loved it. It was so much fun. There are some books that need some time to get into them, like All Roads Lead Here. I needed some time to get into it, like अच्छे से. But this had me instantly. Not constantly, guys, instantly. This had me instantly. The banter, the everything. It was a small town setting again. So yeah, apparently I like small town settings too. So yes, this was very Kate and Anthony vibes. They both are city people. They both are workaholics and they take their work very seriously. And the trope is the girl thinks she's hard to love. Then the guy enters, guys. First of all, he wears glasses. So there's a book boyfriend right there. And is just so good. They were not exactly enemies. It is an enemies to lovers book, but I didn't find them like enemies. They just had a bad interaction once and they just went from there. But when they met again, it got better and it only got better. And it got so much better that I could not stop reading it. I was like full giggling and shit. So yeah, amazing read. So much fun. And I haven't read another Emily Henry book after this. I went to All Road Leads Here. Then I went to The Hardest Fall. And now I'm reading another book by Ella Maise, who wrote The Hardest Fall. It's Charlie Love and Cliches. I will update you guys on the progress. I will talk about it soon. And I'm also reading The Wives by Terry Fisher. So yeah, that's the update of this week. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, if you liked the reviews, and if you've read any of the books, tell me what you think about them in the comments below. If you have read any of these honest reviews, guys. If you didn't like them, that's totally up to you, because like everybody has their own opinion. There are so many books that I love and people hate. Yeah, that's just how it is. So yes, comment what you think if you have read any of these, and we'll talk in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, and see you next week with a new video. Bye.